I'm watching from Paris to Poppy, yeah. With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like. They can try, but can do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life, I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it, I can't help you now, okay, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me. Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up to get X and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no sex. They say darn, it's why you sad. I said I just need a thing. Red tape, got too close, I hit the city. Black face, show you everything. I can't fornicate it bad. Someone said it's sad. I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around. Ayy, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn it into a star. Play my part, yeah. I ain't too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Give it up. This is fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, yeah. I'm killing your favorite rapper, it's minimum effort. Yeah, your coach getting severed. The industry dry as the desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes on the ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping this basics, skipping this class to stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, niggas, I'm doing great. I just finished the scene, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, your sure is home, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we count in the hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I won't even run it. But very soon I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn it into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I ain't too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. This is fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, ayy. They not gon' like this. Don't like surprises. It cause a crisis. And I'm a scientist. With the music I spice things. Watch my life game. And I want nice things, nice things. This not an AK, it's a Uzi. I pull up and shoot it to movie. I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie. Contacts with the fake, now it's Gucci. Word of my niggas from the 021. You count 6 shots and I count 2 guns. Some people still think I rap just for fun, but some really look up to me. Yeah, you can come over here. Swear it's like no career. Swear you got no idea. Soon you'll have no career. Take it everywhere. They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like you don't care. Work so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn it into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I ain't too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. This is fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard.
Don't you know I'm a bad little mama? I got moves like Madonna. Don't tell me cause I move when I'm gonna. I'm not afraid to lose, I am a prima donna. Don't you see I'm a winner, I'm a queen. I cause no scene if you work with me. Don't stop me cause I fight when I wanna. I'm not afraid to lose, I am a prima donna.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the weight's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back in range for ball, still I'm standing tall. With me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouth. Because the one they call, I take my friend with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. What your credibility and all for like coming off. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Step it in, elevator. Uses to all the haters. That's how we know when we level up. Yeah, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
fifth day of both Group A and B. Welcome back to ESL Pro League. And this is the business end of the first stage of this 11th season of Pro League. We do get to see two groups clashing at the same time. I had a lot of tweets reaching out saying, for some reason, it says these games are being played at the same time. Is this an error? It is not. We're going to have a lot of Counter-Strike coming up this evening, and it's going to be played simultaneously. Take a look at the schedule over, wait, let me work this out, over there. I do it, it's cool. NAVI FNATIC is what we're going to be covering and digging our teeth into, and then should it finish earlier, we'll be jumping into the games continuing with either North Complexity or that Fours big game. And then after that, we venture to Group A, where we get to see Astralis taking on Vitality as your highlighted match, and of course the same system will be in place there for the other two games. You'll see underneath them, NIP ENCE is one to keep an eye on as well, considering NIP are still undefeated. Are they? I don't know. I'll ask our analysts, because we're heading into another day of play. Here we go. Pre-show. We are ready to get this one underway. And yes, there is a little bit more to be discussed here in this Yes Money pre-show, because we've got to get our heads around exactly what today means. What is at stake and what is on the line. I don't understand it. Henry, I feel like we're in a similar boat.
I might be. I feel like Chad Bertram might be the one to guide us through it perhaps a little better. It's not really my specialty, this sort of thing, but maybe you're a bit more well-versed in it.
I've got a lot of text for Group A.
There is. The Group A is a lot more clear-cut, so if you want to do the honours on that one,
I'd love to.
Can regurgitate that one.
So if NIP wins, then Astralis Vitality is a key match to decide who is first and advances past play-ins directly to stage 2. That is the advantage of topping your group. And with that said, Spirit versus Godsent comes into play. It should be, if Vitality lose to Astralis, Spirit versus Godsent starts to hold relevance.
Yeah, okay, so Group A is obviously the second, surprisingly here, the second group that we're going to be covering today. But that one there, look, the amount of different equations is much less than Group B. So this one here, as you can see, we have three teams all sitting on the same amount of wins and losses. Yeah. And today we will be having that Astralis game against Vitality. That'll be a big match right there. Going to be a bit of a scary one.
I have the outcomes for NIP. So if they tie with Vitality on the table, then Vitality is first. And if they tie with Astralis, NIP is first. So keep your eyes on that. NIP could get precisely. Right? Yeah. So NIP could top this table and get that. It's a buy, I guess we could call it.
And they're going to be playing ENCE today, correct? So they're 0-4 right now. ENCE are just playing for glory at this point, so they've still got it. That's looking very different, I think, Jay.
That's a very good point, yeah. Considering their opponent, it could very well be NIP topping their table. If they're tied with Astralis, then they will be first. Of course, Astralis lost to NIP as well, so this is a whole thing.
It definitely is. This is where we get to the head-to-head. There's like a lot of different ways to work out round-robin groups, but Group B, which is, look, the one that we're going to be sinking our teeth into, it is a lot more in terms of, it's messy. It's like my sister's bedroom, right? This is how messy this group is, right? Now, I don't even know where I want to start with this one here. Pick a name and I can tell you how they're going to get on through.
North.
Okay, so for North, this is what I've been told. North are out if they lose. If they win, they need to rely on both Navi and Fours to win their matches, okay? But then it goes into, I'm not even joking here, it goes into approximately 35 other lines of text just to explain the North outcome. So what I want to make clear, this is the one point that I want to push home for everybody. Group B, everything is still at stake. Every team can still be eliminated. Every team can still qualify. So for Group B, it's still completely wide open for everybody, technically, right?
Even complexity at the bottom.
Yes, technically, right? Because this is going to come down to the results of the other matches, tiebreakers, all those little bits and pieces. So we kind of have to get the matches underway before we can start pointing you in the direction. Now, if you are, like, let's say Alex was a really big Navi fan. Well, we could tell him the Navi win conditions, but unfortunately, there's 6 different teams, and if I was to sit here and do this right now, it would take me about an hour to explain all the different outcomes clearly.
Yeah, brutal. And I am a Navi fan, and I did hang on to one scrap of information that I was given, which is that Navi do qualify on a win. No, not rocket science there, so you can piece it together that as we jump into our focused match today, getting to see more from Navi taking on FNATIC. If they win, they are guaranteed a spot at the top.
Yeah, and what I'm going to be trying to do, just so everybody at home can understand the kind of the flow of the show here today, it was going to be a little bit different. I've been bending the technology we have here without the supervisors saying yes, so we're going to see.
I saw you tinkering away there
happens.
with different settings.
Yeah, so if I get a phone call in the middle of a match, you know that I'm being reprimanded and probably fired. But the whole plan with my little setup here is I'm going to focus on what's going on in the other games, right? Yeah. So my key focus will be on the North complexity matchup, and I'll jump across into the other game that we have going while you guys are doing the all the grunt work for our main game. Hopefully the most exciting match is definitely the biggest one on paper. And I'll try and bring you updates throughout, and then when we do our post-game segments, we can break it all down, give everybody all that information. If it breaks, if it doesn't work, I apologize. I did try. I gave it my best.
You tried your best. I've seen you working today, and it looks like it's all set up correctly, and I wish you the very best.
And you see my handstands today.
I saw your handstands out there.
What are you making of it?
Still, like, the strength is there, the balance still needs a bit of work.
Balance is not looking.
Yeah, so we're working on that still.
I really struggled. I was trying this yoga tree thing out. This one, I was surprised by how difficult it was. I thought I had balance. I did the whole dance thing, but I was embarrassing myself. Like everyone else was seamlessly, she's giving the next commands, and she's like, take your own time, do it at your own pace. She's talking to the group, but I know she's talking to me. You know, it's just me. And she kept saying, like, well, if it's too much for you, downward dog is a nice alternative. I'm like, I ain't doing your alternative. I can do this.
Well, maybe some yoga this weekend then.
Why not? Get serenity. I've got a day off tomorrow. We could do some stretching in the sunshine.
Sounds lovely.
I love that. But we do, of course, have to focus a little bit more on the games coming up in our group. We're focusing on not only Navi FNATIC, but there's also two more. For's big plan. What's your take on For's chances here?
They're pretty good, actually, if I'm going to be honest. I think this group is crazy wide open. Now, we've already stated the fact that anybody can still qualify. And with that in mind, the Counter-Strike that For's been playing, it wasn't great at the start of the year, but they've been looking like things are starting to go more in their way. Things are coming together, and they are a threat. They're definitely a threat for Big, because Big, even though they're a squad who, you know, go, oh, they won that DreamHack Leipzig event earlier and things look good with Sirius and stuff, they've also had their ups and downs, right? So all of these games right now, I'm not going to say they're 50-50 because they're not. You're going to hedge a little bit one way or the other, but they're all very wide open games that either team can win.
Considering the results and the upsets we've seen so far as well, it also begs the question as to what results will be coming through. No one really seems to know. Nothing seems to make sense, but it makes it very exciting.
Yeah, and that last one as well that's going to be going down is North complexity. I think if I was choosing a game to look forward to, I think it would be between this Navi game and this one, just because complexity yesterday did kind of impress me in their game versus Navi. It felt like this was a team that, you know, the individual skill, as we talked about, there was a mismatch in the server there, but there was such clear hard work paying off over the course of that series.
Yeah, it was a 3-map epic affair. They managed to take a map off Navi as well. It was looking really good for them at one point. They were performing well. Their tactics were strong. They just couldn't close it out in some of the key moments there. Even with a few 1v3s thrown into the mix in their favor, just the power force of Simple, Electronic, it was just too much for them as well. Boomage had some fantastic moments at the same time.
Maybe it was like 20 frags for 4 or something.
Yeah, and they were missing 2 players yesterday as well. Flamie and Perfecto didn't perform across the series and still managed to get the job done.
Actually, what better opportunity than now to get the coach of Navi involved in the conversation? Blade is standing by in the wall. Hey, Blade, can you hear us? You're reading us loud and clear?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah, fantastic. We're all set up and ready to go. We're just talking actually about your win versus Complexity yesterday. Could you give us your analysis of that match? How did you feel the Complexity game went from your coaching perspective?
Well, it went well, much better than previous games we had. And we were confident in our Dust 2 and Nuke because we studied them a little and we saw that our game style and our tactics will work for them versus the system. And I think that after Inferno we didn't have any upsets, you know, we were not disappointed at all, and we were confident that 2 maps ahead, and we discussed them before the match, so I think it was very confident win despite the score on the first map.
And that first map, actually, I just wanted to know what you thought, because as we were watching it, we felt like we saw evidence of complexity quite clearly anti-stratting, or at least exploiting some of the tendencies they'd seen in the demos of your Infernal City side. Did you notice that, or was this just us exaggerating a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. They anti-strat us a lot, and I think Force did the same. We just didn't expect from complexity to pick Inferno, actually. That's why it was so rough for us. We didn't prepare this map.
Interesting.
So we just played it without preparation. But yeah, we even when we played, we knew that they will anti-strat us a little. I think we had a lead. At the end, we made some mistakes on T side. I think it was a round where we're splitting A. We made a wrong mistake, and it cost us, I think, this map.
Looking at the performances yesterday, there were a couple of players that seemed like they weren't quite up to par. That's what we're used to seeing. Flamie and Perfecto seemed like they had a quiet series yesterday. How's Perfecto getting it on after the Katowice victory? Has there been more pressure applied? Has he been finding it a difficult experience? It feels like his level maybe not quite as impressive as we want to.
Yeah, he doesn't feel confidence. I think it's a stage, you know, where when he jumped higher than he could even imagine, because he came from tier 2 scene and he won Katowice, and after that you have a routine of tier 1 player, you know, and he doesn't have that routine. He doesn't know how to play properly all situations, and when he faces some stressful situations and plays badly, he realizes that he doesn't understand the game at the same level as his status as a player, you know, status of a player from of top 1 team of sltv.org.
Great answer.
I think that's the main problem, because he doesn't feel confidence because of this really quick jump.
So he feels like he's perhaps not good enough. You have that, you know, the self-doubt of
imposter syndrome, I think we call it.
That's the one. Yeah, he's playing against players, and now as he understands the game more, he feels like he doesn't deserve to be there. I mean, a lot of people fall into that trap.
Sure,
that's going to destroy him.
Yeah, for example, when he played bad some situation and he realizes that he's still making a lot of mistakes, and he faces like another level of Counter-Strike. And I spoke to him yesterday and told him that he shouldn't have any stress, any pressure, because it's fine for him to make some such mistakes. And I think he will have more stress today.
Okay, so looking at today, you are going up against FNATIC. It seems like it's a must-win matchup. This game right here, from a coaching perspective, do you think this is a good matchup for Navi going up against this FNATIC roster?
I think if we could have one more day before this, you know, like a day off, like all other matches, we would be much more prepared, because we had really late match yesterday. We finished like 4 local time at night, and it was really tough. And so we didn't have like a full preparation for FNATIC, but we made like 50%, and it's still online, and we still have we're still not confident for 100% because of online. But I think from 0-2 we have now like 2 wins, 2 losses, and we have a streak. And when we have streaks, we feel more confidence all the time, and I think we will play much better with every match. And these maps today, I think it's much more better than it was in previous matchups versus FNATIC.
Perfect. Vlade, thank you so much for giving us so much more to talk about. We appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing you guys on the server in just a moment.
Thank you.
That's Vlade, coach of NAVI. That was a good one.
Good candid answers about Perfecto as well. I was worried about asking that. I was wondering he'd be quite defensive over his little line.
Yeah.
But
honest answers. Yeah, and I hadn't put too much thought into the actual psychology of, you know, it's the Kirby story. It's Kirby wins his major at 18 and now feels like his motivation's disappeared.
It really makes sense what he's saying though, because there's a lot to take in. Going from tier 2 CS, no one even knows who you are really, going up to lifting one of the most iconic trophies in all of Counter-Strike there. It's obviously been playing on your mind. And if you drop drop-off in performance as to whether that was a fluke, was an anomaly, what happened there. And
do I belong here?
Exactly.
Oh,
I do get it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, human tendencies to lean towards anxiety, that is a conversation for another time. We are going to be talking more about Navi FNATIC. We get closer and closer to game start. The party starts with Navi FNATIC. Join us when we return. Despite being brought down very, very close, still offers up one, but it seems to the way arms and cringe. But that's only good if they respect it. Here they come straight through, grey screen, and now red. He's seeing red. It's Boomich with a quad kill.
Absolutely can. Doing so much damage with these creeps. The big bomb site. It's looking strong, but Roland has still got 27 points of health there. Chance to get a third kill. That is just absolutely remarkable. He will get challenged.
Oh!
Let's go!
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
He wasn't the classic nerdy computer kid in school. He was one of the ones to get a girlfriend first and a very social person.
Typical for Finn is that he is very determined.
Ist egal, ob es jetzt beim Kartenspielen ist oder beim Tischtennis oder beim Computer, er gibt nicht auf.
What he really wants is to win a major. It's his dream, and therefore it's also my dream for him to get that.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it?
What?
Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew and Game Fuel. Victory.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Take what's rightfully yours with gg.bet.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Snix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us. And I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, or I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Your head at the moonlit sky. The stars